I want you to be honest with yourself. How many times have you said, this time I'm going to change, only to quit when life got hard? Maybe you joined a gym, you bought the supplements, you tried the diet, and for a few weeks, you were all in. But then something happened. Work got stressful, family needed you, motivation faded. And once again, you're left feeling frustrated, ashamed, and secretly wondering, what if I'm not disciplined enough? What if I can't do this? If that sounds familiar, I want you to lean in, because what I'm about to share with you could be the exact shift you've been looking for. You see, most women think their problem is nutrition and workouts, but the truth is actually deeper. The real battle is in your heart and mind. You fear investing in yourself because you failed before. You doubt your ability to follow through. You carry anxiety with you that no matter what you do, it won't work out long term. And when you live like this, it's truly exhausting. You are carrying a burden that God never intended you to carry alone. But here's the truth. When you truly begin to trust God, something shifts. Just like a seed that has to break apart before it grows, sometimes your struggle is actually preparation. What looks like failure is often transformation in disguise. Scripture tells us to trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding. This means you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to see the entire path to take that first step. Trust is moving forward even when you can't see the whole staircase. And that same principle applies to your health. Faith is not sitting still waiting for results. Faith is taking action, showing up with discipline, not because you feel like it, but because you believe God is working through your effort. I just want you to think about it. Every time you've started over, every time you've been disappointed, every time you thought, I blew it, God was actually rearranging pieces in your life. What you thought was falling apart is often just falling into place. But most people quit too soon. They stop at the breaking and never reach the becoming. And that's why discipline matters. Discipline is not punishment, it's alignment. It's how you walk in step with the life that God intended for you. Without discipline, fear rules. With discipline, faith rules. And once you begin to trust, the fear that you once held on to loosens its grip. You stop asking, what if everything goes wrong? And you start asking, what if everything goes right? In my coaching company, Aligned Fitness, I've seen this lived out in real life. We've transformed over 1,000 women's lives. Women who once doubted themselves, women who were once scared to invest, women who thought they would never stick to it. They end up not only losing the weight or reaching their fitness goal, but leveling up in their entire lives, their career, their health, their confidence, their relationships. I've seen clients start businesses or get promotions at work simply by investing in themselves and putting their health as a top priority in their life. One client told me, I thought I didn't have the discipline, but what I really didn't have was the accountability and the support. 6 months later, she's lighter, she's stronger, she's more confident, and most importantly, she's made this her lifestyle. Not just because she's changed her body, but because she's renewed her mind. This isn't just about six-pack abs or just growing your glutes. This is about showing up and becoming the woman God designed you to be. Now, maybe you're still thinking, well, what if I invest and I fail again? What if I don't have the discipline? What if this is just another program that won't work for me? But let me ask you, what if the opposite is true? What if this is the last time you ever have to start over? What if this is the moment you finally stop relying on motivation and you start building unshakable discipline? And discipline is built in the same way faith is, one step at a time. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to trust the process and take that first step. Because when you take that first step, that's when God starts to reveal the path. I just want you to picture yourself 6 months from now. You're waking up energized instead of hitting snooze. You're walking past the mirror and smiling at what you see. You're hearing friends and family say, wow, what have you been doing? You look amazing. Feeling not just confident in your body, but in your spirit. Because you know you honored the discipline that God called you to. It's not impossible. It's waiting for you. But it all starts with one act of faith. So here's your step of faith today. If you feel like I'm speaking to you, if this is really resonating with you, I want you to click the link in my description. Book a call with me and my team. Let's talk about your goals. No pressure, just literally coming up with a game plan to help you get unstuck. Just a real conversation about where you are and where you want to go. Because fear will always say, wait. Doubt will always say, not you. But faith says now. Now is the time. And if you're ready to stop starting over, you're ready to finally step into the discipline that God has called you to, this is your moment and it's time to take it.